my lovelies, I hope you're all doing really well. Today I am going to have an organization walkthrough of my jewellery collection. I think it's been almost 2 years since I did that last, so it's definitely about time. And I know you guys enjoy declutters as well, so I'll be going through category by category and getting rid of some things and just having things organized and nice again. I am really looking forward to, so hopefully you will enjoy that as well. But before I get into organizing and showing you the rest of my collection, I wanted to share some new pieces that I recently got. They were very kindly sent to me by a company called Linjer, and they are sponsoring this segment of the video. It's such a cool jewelry company, and my favorite thing about them is that they are trying to bridge that gap between fast fashion and really expensive luxury jewelry. So they really focus on making high quality jewelry that is meant to last but at a fair price, and they're a direct to consumer brand, which means that they cut out that middleman, so you just shop directly from the website. So I'm going to show you the pieces I have been wearing for a couple of weeks now. I really like the quality and the designs are so timeless and beautiful. To shop any of these pieces, you can click the link in the description box to see my favorites, the ones I have, and they also gave me a discount code that you can enter. So if you put in Sandra Score, I will put that in the description box as well, then you will receive a special offer, so highly recommend doing that. So this is the first piece. This is a necklace. So as you can see, this is a very simple design, but I just think it is so cute. You have this very minimal chain and then a simple bean pendant. It is just so beautiful. I've gotten so many compliments on this already. I love that it's quite unique while still being so simple and elegant, and I knew I had to have it as soon as I saw it. And this one has 3 different adjustments lengthwise, and I think that's quite good. It's not huge in terms of how adjustable it is, but it's really great if you are layering necklaces. Sometimes you just want it a little higher or a little lower, and I think it's fantastic for that. So let me put this on. It's really dainty and pretty. This is at the longest setting, and I just think this is a perfect piece to add a little bit of something to simple outfits, especially for sort of daily wear. I think this is such a great option. And Linjer really has a focus on sustainability, so they have recycled materials on all the pieces I have here today. And this necklace right here is gold vermeil. It has a sterling silver base with a 22 karat gold plating, and the vermeil is 5 times thicker than regular gold plating, so it's really meant to last you a long time. And they also do a lot of solid gold pieces. Their diamonds are lab grown, which I am a huge fan of. But let's have a look at the other 2 pieces as well. I have 2 rings. This is definitely my favorite piece in the entire haul. I have looked at this ring for months. It is such a beautiful piece. I am so in love with this ring. This is the Ilse ring, and it has a few different combinations on color of the stones that you choose. This is the London Blue Topaz, and they also have a couple of different options for silver jewelry if you prefer that. I cannot get enough of this design. I think it is beautiful. It's understated but still really unique and special. The asymmetric stones detail is just making this look so high-end and expensive. And one thing I really love that Linjer has done is that they offer some of their, what seems to be some of their most popular designs in either gold vermeil or in solid 14 karat gold. So you can kind of choose whatever suits your budget a little bit more and still have a high quality product. I think this is a genius decision. I really wish that more companies did this. And I have one more ring to show you. They come in these really cute pouches, and this one is very simple. It's a very sort of, it's just a thin band that is going to be great for stacking, things like that. But I also think this looks fantastic on its own. It's this braided design, and the gold color on this is really nice and warm. I just think it is so rich looking. Either way, I really love the brand concept here of having higher quality pieces that are meant to be sort of wardrobe staples and favorites and last you a long time. That, yes, costs a little bit more than fast fashion jewelry. It's just going to, it just is with the materials they use, but it's not actually that expensive either. I think it is such a fantastic middle ground. Definitely the way forward for me in my jewellery drawer. So I'm super excited about these pieces, as I am sure you can tell. I will be wearing them a lot in the upcoming videos for sure. And don't forget to use my discount code if you are checking out any of these pieces. So it's definitely time for me to put these into my jewellery drawer, which I have been putting off. And when you see it, you will understand why. Because you don't want to have new beautiful jewellery and then just chuck it into a really, really messy drawer. It just doesn't feel right. So I am going to get to organising and making things look pretty, and then we are going to put it all in, and I am very excited. So let's get into the wardrobe. All right, you guys know how this goes. I have my drawer here. It is not pre-cleaned whatsoever. It's more satisfying to see the messy state it is now anyways, because it will look completely different by the end of this video. But let me show you. So as you can see, this has reached peak messiness at this point. It's just control has been completely lost. There are receipts and tags and just everything in here. So I'm in desperate need of tidying up. I am going to start by sorting everything out of this drawer before we put it back in, and I'll just sort things into categories, so necklaces together and rings and earrings and all of that good stuff. So let's just get started. It's quite interesting seeing it like this. I have more necklaces than I thought, or they just take up more space. So we're just going to start with that. And the organizational system I have is, I have the Pax wardrobe from IKEA, which is very convenient because you can customize it so well. And they sell these very convenient sort of jewelry organizing things. Oh, there's more that I missed. They are quite deep. And you can buy these and just buy whatever sort of style that you need, which I think is super convenient. And I have a few of these. I have so far gotten by with just having one pull-out tray for my jewellery, because there is a lot of space in it, and I just love that you can see everything laid out. As long as you keep it a little bit more organized than what I had at the beginning of this video, it truly is such a functional system and very, very convenient. I do really love it. I also have this little travel thing that I sometimes fill up with my favorite pieces. I am just going to keep that at the side for now. I think if you have the option to have all of your jewelry in one place and maybe one spot for your go-to pieces or what you wear every single day, I think it's so much more convenient rather than having lots of different storage spaces for jewelry. At one point my jewelry was all over the place in lots of different jewelry boxes, and I just never really got a good overview of what I had. So I really recommend this. Let's start with the necklaces, shall we, and go through them. And there is a good mix of different things here, and I can see that some of these have tarnished a little bit, so I will be giving them a little clean and making them look in great shape again. So first off, I have this little, I think it's a snake chain, and this is gold plated. It is from Arquette. This one I have worn a ton because it has a magnetic closure, so you can see like that, and it's just the most convenient thing to take on and off. I really like it, and it's so simple. It's a little bit thicker of a chain as well, so I feel like it works well even on its own. And then I have this thing right here. I don't really wear this, and I think I've had this since my previous declutter 2 years ago. I don't think I've worn it a single time since then. This is just one of those pieces I really love the idea of. It's one of these, like, lots of rhinestones. I don't know. It's a little bit of its era, I think. It's probably 10 years old or something like that. It has that long thing going down, and in my head, the only way I want to wear this is with that going down my back like that. But I never have an excuse to wear this, so I think this can go. Then I have another high street piece, this chain necklace right here, and I've gotten so many comments on this, and it's held up really, really surprisingly well. It is worn, I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely worn, and it has seen better days. I'll do what I can to kind of keep it hanging on, but it is No fancy materials whatsoever. It's just fashion jewelry and it is what it is, but I still really love the design of it. So this is from And Other Stories. I have seen that they bring it back every now and again. My sister has bought one of these. I know that some of you guys have bought it as well. Like, it's definitely a bit of a statement. I do love my chunkier chain necklaces, as you will see from this video. And then I have a Monica Vinader necklace that I think is really pretty. This is pearls and then I think they're called gold nuggets that you can see. I just really love the split materials. I think it is such a unique necklace and something that I am absolutely obsessed with. I just think the split materials here is very, very cool. I really enjoy that look, and I actually have another necklace quite similar to this that I bought before I bought this one because I wanted this, and then I thought maybe I can get by with something inexpensive, and then I just wanted something in a higher quality. I just think it gives a little bit of a statement without being too much because it's so simple and thin, so I really like that one. The one I have that is quite similar I bought from And Other Stories, and it's this one right here. So you can see this is a little bit chunkier. It's not the same. I'm going to say that. I still really enjoy this, and I think the closing mechanism is really cool on this as well. I try not to do that too much, where I buy something inexpensive, but sometimes you just do, trying to hold you over till you get to what you really want. But in my case, I often end up spending more money in the end by doing that, and then I also have more pieces than I really need. So I'm trying to just go for what I really want and the best quality I can as soon as possible. And speaking of good quality, this is anything but. I think this is just an inexpensive Amazon chain when I really wanted, like, I had a time in my life where I was really into the chain necklaces and I just bought a ton of them. So I don't want to, like, I never wear this anymore, so I am going to get rid of it. It really also doesn't work that well with my skin, and I also have done the exact same thing, just something that is a little bit chunkier. I want to say this is a bit higher quality, but you can see it's still not something I want to wear. Just really a bit rough, and my skin really does react quite quickly to jewelry, so I'm getting rid of this as well. And just sticking with the chain necklaces, I have this one. This is gold plated, and I just think it's such a statement. It works really well with sort of t-shirts and just very casual outfits, but it's not the easiest to style. It's not the most versatile. I wore it a lot. I remember the summer I bought it, and I do still occasionally wear it sometimes. You can see because it's gold plated and not vermeil or anything, it has started to wear though. You do get a bit of wear, and it does happen rather quickly when it's such a thin gold plating. That is what it is, but there is still plenty of wear left in this. Another chain necklace. This was super inexpensive from H&M, and I do sometimes still wear this, so I think it's worth keeping it, but I definitely don't need all of these chain necklaces that I have gathered up over the years, so it's good that I'm getting rid of some of them, I think. But I do think this curb chain is really cool, and when this is the look you want, it really works. Then I have my Vivienne Westwood necklace. I love this so much. And these are Swarovski pearls. Obviously the star of the show is this little orb here. It's such a cool piece, and again, very much a statement. It's a choker, so it sits quite high. I don't regret this for a second. It's definitely fashion jewelry, but I don't regret it. It's such a cool piece. And I also really like the closure on this. It's kind of unique. Let me see. Kind of folds in, so even the back looks really cool, the closure, but it's not the most secure, I will say that. So you need to make sure that it is properly sort of slotted in when you put it on, otherwise the necklace can quite easily come undone, which is obviously not ideal. You don't want to lose this as you're just walking around, but it's such a cool piece. I really love this. And this is also one of those things that doesn't go with everything. It doesn't really go with all of my casual outfits, but when it is called for, it is like it really shines. Staying with pearls, I have this organic pearl choker. These are freshwater pearls, and this is also from Arket. Definitely one of my favorite purchases from Arket, I want to say ever. And these pearls just have the most amazing look. I want to kind of contrast it with my Vivienne Westwood. You can see that even though they are both pearl chokers, they give such a different vibe. I've never felt like I have duplicates when I have these two, because I wear them with wildly different outfits. I actually feel like this one is a little bit more versatile, simply because it just has that understated low-key luxe look, very much sort of quiet luxury or understated elegance. It's just such a great piece. I don't know if they still make it. I actually loved that pearl necklace so much that I also bought the pendant version, which I wear a lot too. Again, they serve very different purposes. There is just something about the organic look of these freshwater pearls that really, I just think it gives such a cool look to an outfit. It's very much wearing pearls without being too clutching my pearls, if that makes sense. And I really just love wearing pearl jewellery in general. I love all kinds of pearls. No shade to any of them. We are almost through. I have 2 coin pendant necklaces, and I bought this one first. I really like the look of a coin pendant, and this is very inexpensive from And Other Stories. You can see it's very neutral, and then I have something that is much more gold. This is very recent, and this is from Monica Vinader. So this is gold vermeil, so just a little bit higher quality, and I love the look of this pendant. It's the guiding star pendant. I think it is just the prettiest thing. They do sell the pendant individually, so you can put it on any kind of chain you want, any chain you already have, or any of the ones they sell. But I still think I will get wear out of both of these, because you can see how different they are in tone, although the Monica Vinader is obviously much higher quality and a little bit nicer. A lot nicer. I also have this little thing, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super excited about it. I think it's a little, like, it's just as, I don't even know what you call this kind of chain. I use it a little bit for layering, or when I just want something and I don't really know what. But I feel like I have so many other options. I don't know. It's also a bit tarnished, so it's also a lot tarnished, actually. I didn't quite see that, but that is fairly bad. So, yeah, gonna see if I can give that a clean and make it nice again. So we can go through my rings, and I'm gonna be honest, I am pretty sure I have way more rings than this. I don't know where they have all gone, but I do have a tendency to just layer up on the rings when I leave the house, and then throughout the day, or if I'm doing something and they're in the way, I just chuck the rings into my bag, and then rings are everywhere in every single bag. Probably not the best thing to do, but there we are. Let's have a look at these though. So I have this chunky ring right here. I honestly forget where I bought this, but it's definitely high street. It's gold plated though, I do remember that. And it has seen a fair bit of wear. I have worn it so much. And it's held up better than I thought it would. I just love chunky gold jewellery, or chunky gold rings especially. I just think it makes such a statement, and I would definitely purchase this exact thing just in higher quality materials to have something that's going to last me a bit longer, because you can tell it's worn quite a bit at this point. I also have a Tory Burch ring. I forget what this is called. It's one of the few rings I have that are actually not just plain gold. I have realized I definitely need to sort of diversify my ring collection a little bit. And you can see again, it has that chunky look to it, so it's a little bit more of a statement. Then I have a Monica Vinader ring. This one right here, I forget, is this the Nura ring? Something, it has these, I was gonna say bumps. I don't fully know how to describe this. It's really beautiful as a stacking ring, but I also think this one looks quite good on its own. I definitely want more of these sort of daintier stacking rings to kind of pair together, and not just these sort of chunkier ones. And then we have a rest in peace to an Amazon purchase. I don't think I've ever had jewellery this, I was going to say well used, but abused might be more correct. So these are completely fake pearls. It's fake materials, fake everything. and it has broken off. This used to be one ring, and I have to just let it go at this point. You can see this has just completely come off. It's very low quality, but I have had fun. And honestly, I should have just already bought higher quality pearl rings because I enjoy it so much. I think it's such a beautiful statement, and it's so much fun to stack pearl rings as well with other things. Even if this one is such a big one that you might want to have only this on your ring. I've often worn it on this finger right here. I still love the look of it, even though it looks so just janky right now. I just think that even stacking up other fingers with daintier rings, it just looks so good to have this really almost, I suppose, like a cocktail ring. Very cool, but obviously it can't stay in my jewellery drawer anymore because it's literally broken and just scraping my fingers as I am wearing it at all. I have this ring. I think this is also an Amazon find, and this is just something fun. But the quality does mean that I often don't wear it. I like it for photos or for a night out or something. It's sort of one of these resizable ones, and you can see how tarnished this is as well. But it is sort of a fun piece that I will occasionally wear. It's just never going to be something I wear kind of frequently. The way I'm talking, I should be getting rid of it, but I don't think I will. Okay. Then I have this Kate Spade ring. I really enjoy this one as well. I bought this probably 5 years ago, and it's in rose gold. I wanted all my jewellery to be in rose gold at that point in time, and I don't really anymore, so I still think it looks good on me though. So you can see it's this ring right here. I love the sort of rope wrap detail, but this is also only rose gold plated, and you can see how worn this is on the inside. Can you see that? Hopefully. It's not even just tarnished, it's just very, just the gold plating has worn through. It's quite tired, but I still can't get rid of it. I bought it on a trip with my sister, so even when it's so worn that I'm not going to wear it anymore, it's still something that is sentimental enough for me that I will be keeping it, because I don't wear it a ton at the moment, but I still love it. Then I have a couple of recent ones from And Other Stories. This ring right here with this organic shape is just so cool. I love it. I have worn it a lot already. The design is just very interesting, I think. It is such a statement ring, and it's really surprisingly comfortable to wear as well because it's so flat. Like, it just sits really flat to your finger, if that makes sense. Obviously it needs to be on the finger that it fits onto. And then you also have this sort of organic shape with these, I think they are semi-precious stones. These rings are just brass, nothing fancy here. It's purely for the look, but I just couldn't help myself because they just looked really cool. I think this one is an old one from And Other Stories as well, with these sort of, I think I was trying to incorporate a little bit more color, and I still enjoy it, but the problem is that it's just, the stones are a little bit sharp. It's quite uncomfortable to wear, so it's a little bit more for when I'm going out and I want to add color. But yeah, there we are. Then I have this super inexpensive one. I never wear this anymore, so I can't get rid of it. This is another one of those Amazon rings. I'm not even sure if this was supposed to be so rose, but it's very old. I think I bought it in a pack of a bunch, and I've gotten rid of all of the other ones, but this one has just magically managed to stay in my drawer, but I don't wear it, so can safely get rid of that. And then I have this ring, and it is the strangest thing ever. So this one right here, I think this very much looks like a Fendi dupe, and this has stayed the same color since I bought it, what, 7 or 8 years ago. I bought it on Amazon. I can't find the link anymore, and it's one of the, it's just lasted and lasted. It's such a fluke. I don't really know what's happened there. Those are all the rings. I definitely want to kind of update it a little bit more, and I definitely think it's time to add more sort of high quality demi fine jewellery like these pieces right here, because I appreciate quality a lot more than what I did when I bought these kinds of things. Alright, let's just move right on to the earring category, and this one is something that I I'm probably ready to get rid of quite a lot of this. A lot of this is just years and years old. I don't really wear it anymore. And a lot of it is just, I think, not the most wise decision in the first place. I've gotten a lot more conscious about what I buy in sort of jewellery wise, because I want pieces that are classic and that will last me a long time, and not just sort of wild silly pieces that are fun for 2 weeks, if that. And I also, as you can tell, do not have pierced ears yet, and that is something that is very much high up on my list of things I want to do sort of soon-ish. I did have pierced ears when I was younger, and it was just a little bit of a disaster, so I haven't tried again. If you have any motivation for me to try again, please share it. So I feel like there isn't really a point in me buying more clip-on earrings, because I know I want to just have them pierced sooner rather than later. And what I have done is I bought a lot of jewellery many years ago, and then I sort of just put my own clip-ons on the back where that worked, and it held for a while. But honestly, some of them have come off, and I'm just grabbing something. This was, I think, inexpensive, just high street jewellery, and one of the clip-ons in the back has fallen off. So I mean, it's just taking up space and making me feel like I have more jewellery than I really do. And if I'm being honest, a lot of the clip-ons are quite uncomfortable to have on. Like, I have these clip-ons that I bought, and they're just painful, so I never wear them, because why would you want to be in pain like that? Maybe I'm just delusional and having actual earrings is going to be painful as well. I don't know, but no point in keeping them. Again, it's just creating clutter. So I think it's very safe to get rid of things that don't even have the clip-on in the back anymore. Like these ones are quite cute, but I can't actually wear them because the clip in the back is gone. I've never worn these. I mean, these were really popular for a moment, and then they were not. Like, this is not the popular thing to wear anymore, and I know that we shouldn't care about that, but I think that maybe subconsciously that's why I don't really wear them, and can't remember that I ever have. So shall we have a look at what I want to keep instead? That might be a shorter list. I have these clip-ons that I bought. Obviously, these are super popular. If there was one earring that you would put as the earring for 2024, it would be these. They're obviously inspired by Bottega Veneta. They're very inexpensive, just clip-ons that I got, I think, off of Amazon. And you might have noticed that I wear these quite a lot. They're also not that uncomfortable, so I really, really like these. And then I have a pair that I love, 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 love. I wear these for the holidays all the time, and these I can't find anywhere anymore. I think I got them off of Amazon. I really love asymmetric pretty much anything, but I think it looks so good in earrings, and you will see that throughout the entire section. I think these are so cool, and even if I pierce my ears, I'm going to want to wear these. I wear them for the holidays all the time. And then I have these, and this would be some of the first earrings I buy once I actually have my ears pierced and I can start wearing some nice earrings. A gold and pearl combo is so high up on my list. I think it is such a chic material combination. Just, I love it. And these as well, I don't know if you can see, but they have kind of like an organic shape to the gold, almost like a flower. I think they're just so, so pretty. And then I have these clip-ons. I bought them, I put them on once. They were so uncomfortable. I couldn't suffer them. I don't know why I put them into the drawer. They're going. And I have these. I wore these a lot. I'm almost feeling a bit sentimental about these. These were quite popular as well. I want to say 2019. And I love a long dangly thing. Oh, I'm struggling to get rid of these, but the thing is, I would want these in organic freshwater pearls rather than these sort of very round ones, if that makes sense. The quality isn't really the best, so I feel like they're not really elevating my outfit. When you see up close as well, the details are just not really, they're not it. So I think these can go. These I still quite like. They just have that cool shape to them that is really a statement. Oh, see, the clip is not really working, so you can see as soon as I put it on to my ear, it just almost falls off, which is quite annoying. You can see as soon as I move, it's right at the bottom of my ear. So I will be getting rid of these as well. Then I have these little hoops, and this as well. Some of the first things I want to buy once I actually get my ears pierced are some really nice small huggy hoops like this. I really, really want that. And these are like they are kind of coming apart. So they're not the highest quality, but I will be keeping them until they fall apart, as you will see I do with some of my jewellery. I feel like I'm getting a little bit repetitive, don't want to do that. The final thing I want to say that I am getting rid of are these ear cuffs. So if you also don't have pierced ears, or if you only have one piercing, you might also have come to the realization what a great idea it is to have an ear cuff, because you get to kind of just have more on your ear without the big needle through it. And I bought these ear cuffs and they're not it. Never worn them. So I think the idea is still good, but these are just a little bit not it. They don't look that great. I think that when you have these wires going around the ear that you can see, it's just not really the best look. So I just want to get something that looks a little bit more high-end and intentional. I really don't think it's the idea that's wrong, it's just the execution and me getting these particular ones. No need for them to clutter up my drawer anymore. And of course, if you saw my Coles haul, then you know that I actually bought earrings that I can't wear yet because I bought real earrings, and I do love asymmetric details and pearls and everything. So I have, instead of buying more clip-ons, I have just started to motivate myself by actually buying real earrings that I will at some point wear. I will. Alright, I have bracelets left, and this is going to be quick because I don't have that many bracelets and I can't remember the last time I bought a new one actually. So I do have a few cuffs. Let's just start with that. Not me just lifting up this handbag and finding another ring. Did I not just say that I have a lot of rings like this? Can't even remember where that ring is from. It's just a really cute knot ring. Let's get back to these cuffs, shall we? Or cuffs or bangles, really. So I have two that are from Kate Spade, and they are both in rose gold because I bought them when I was really into rose gold. And if I remember correctly, one of them is a little bit more comfortable to wear than the other. So this one, I love the knot detail. I still love that. Wasn't that all inspired by a Chloe one? I can't really remember, but they were quite popular several years back. And this one is a little, like, it's not completely round like the other one I have. This one is a little bit more annoying to wear. This one for some reason just sits a little bit better. When I have these bangles, I like to just slide them up my arm so they kind of stick like that, because down here they just, this one isn't too bad actually. And the round one here, I seem to remember, was a little bit like, it just doesn't sit as nicely, if that makes sense. But I still like them so much I can't quite get myself to get rid of them. I should see if I can actually make an effort to wear them. This one I wear a lot more though, and it's so inexpensive. I think this is an Amazon purchase. I don't quite remember, but it definitely was not expensive. And this one you kind of just slide on. But this feels a little bit more like me because it is gold. I do wish that they just fit a little bit better. It's a little bit like sliding it off is a bit uncomfortable. Then I have another Amazon purchase. This is the one that was a dupe for the Renegade bracelet that also was quite popular. I really haven't updated my bracelet section in a really long time, and I don't really wear bracelets a lot, and I think maybe it's because I haven't really put much into it. I'm not feeling super excited about most of these pieces. The one I am the most excited about is probably still this little leather bracelet that I have from Valentino, and this one I bought several years ago as well. It has a platinum colored hardware though, but this one just isn't that fiddly. Like, it doesn't keep flying up and down and around everywhere on my arm when I do things. I wore it a ton when I bought it, and then I've just fallen off a bit, but this one I'm going to make an effort to kind of style a little bit more. Obviously the rock stud spikes are not as popular as they were either when I bought this. The rock spike is definitely downward trending, has been for a while, but I still like them. And then I have something I think is quite cool. It's more sentimental than anything. I don't really wear silver jewelry, but this one was actually found in the river outside of my childhood home. And I just think it is really cool. I'm pretty sure this is silver and it's a really cool chain. So it's more sentimental than anything, but I just love it so much. I'm obviously not getting rid of this. And if I were, it would definitely, like, some other family member would have dibs on it before me. Then I have a very inexpensive bracelet and obviously super chunky chain. I think because I loved chunky chain necklaces or chokers so much that I just thought it would be a safe bet and it would make me like wearing bracelets. Alas, it has not. So I am getting rid of this. It doesn't have any weight to it. I don't feel like it adds anything to any of my outfits ever. Not really my best purchase, I think we can all agree. Alright, I definitely feel much better. I'm going to show you the things that I'm getting rid of. It's actually quite a lot, and I'll also show you what I have left, and then it's finally time to start organising it back into this little drawer tray situation thing, and I definitely feel very excited about it. I feel like now things are actually going to fit rather than just overwhelm. Let me show you. These are the necklaces I have, obviously not the most aesthetically pleasing lying like this. Rings, definitely feel like I have more somewhere. And then earrings, and then I have bracelets at the back there. So I am going to start with my necklaces, and I'm going to start organising them into these. It's just such a great way to keep them untangled, and I sometimes have kept 2 in each one of these, what do you call it, divots, and that's fine, but it obviously looks much better when you have one necklace for each one of these. So let's see how we get on. Okay, hopefully nobody is getting seasick from this angle, but let's just get started. I am gonna start with my pearl necklaces, just see if I can get things to make sense a little bit. I don't think I'll have space to have one for each, so I am going to put the ones that are quite similar in the same one, like that. And let's just see if we can fit the rest in this one right here. I do the chunkiest here. So this is just enough space really, so I have space for my new Linjer necklace right here. But as you can see, you can also sort of double it up. I wouldn't do more than 2 per, because it kind of defeats the purpose of having things stay a little bit cleaner and not get tangled, but you do get obviously a lot more space if you do that. I'm gonna do earrings. I do earrings on one side, and then in the same thing I put rings on the other side. So I am just gonna try to put in some of these. Obviously they kind of sit a bit funny because I have clip-ons and not actual earrings, but there we are. Kind of just open them up like that and stick them in. Now I am just going to put my rings into here. But I love these for rings. It just makes everything so much more organized, and they just sit so well. So I do have a little bit more room, and I definitely will be updating my ring collection a little bit more. Sort of the light stacking rings here, and my newest sort of braided band one from Linjer is going to go really well in there. And then I am going to keep sort of the stones here. So my London blue topaz can go in there, and then I can lift these up. It obviously doesn't matter that much, because by using these it's just so much more easy to have an overview of everything you have, and it's much easier to see sort of what goes together, what doesn't, just picking things out in the morning. So I really love these for that reason. So all that is left is to fill in some of the bracelets here. I think I'm just going to do the bangles here, and then my Valentino here. I can do these on the side. Actually, no, that's a bit too messy. But there we are. That is my jewellery decluttered and organised, and I'm having so much fun sort of switching out and just getting better quality materials of the jewellery that I do have. And obviously the new pieces I have in are very much helping me along. And I just wanted to show you the things that I will be getting rid of, so you can see it's a good chunk here of jewellery that is definitely making my drawer look so much better. Getting rid of these pieces that I no longer wear and that are just, honestly, some of them, a lot of them probably never should have been in my collection to begin with. But there we are. I feel so much better now having done that. That's been on my to-do list for the longest time, and I hope you really enjoyed seeing my collection. Let me know what you think, and again, thank you so much to Linjer for the new pieces. I am very excited to add them to my collection. And don't forget that you can use my code SandraScore for a special offer if you are looking to buy any of the pieces. In the link that I have down below, you can check out the pieces that I have and many more. And if you want to see more declutters, I do have an entire playlist with hours worth of content. I also even have a previous jewelry declutter if you want to see what the state of my jewelry collection used to be. You can find that in that playlist. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. Bye!